In the months following Clive's death, our sorrow hardened into anger. Not just at the Nazi forces that had taken him from us, but at the war itself, the endless violence, the hopelessness that crept up on us in our unguarded moments. Tommy and I went where the war took us, throwing ourselves on the mercy of its savage tide. Tommy lost himself in the fighting. We volunteered for every sortie, every bombing run, every patrol we could manage, just to be in the air, wreaking destruction on the enemy. We didn't care who the enemy was anymore. It scarcely seemed to matter. He drank more than ever, rows of whiskey glasses solemnly downed, the liquor mixing with his seething emotions to fuel our increasingly desperate way of life. I was losing him. Maybe I could have saved him if I hadn't been so lost myself.
Black Wing, welcome to Slovakia.
Night Owl, it has been some time.
In a sense, yes. Slovakia's government is cooperating with the Nazis at this time. But this is not the will of the people. The partisan force is composed mainly of ex-prisoners of war and deserters. They need assistance.
Of course they bloody do. As does everyone involved in this interminable bloody war.
Your contact here is Peter Mechia of the Slovak National Uprising.
Greetings. Welcome to Slovakia. I would volunteer to show you the sights, but first we should drive the Germans out of our beautiful, proud country, yes?
That's what we're here for.
Just show me where they are.
We need you to drop partisan fighters at 2 key locations, where they will be able to cause considerable disruption. Time is against us, however, as enemy troops are fortifying their positions on the ground. Our fighters need to be deployed as quickly as possible.
On our way, DD out. The first partisan team is on the ground.
This is a waste of time. We should fly to Berlin and put some lead in Hitler's belly.
Tommy, be realistic. If you try and win this war all by yourself, you'll end up dead.
Like Clive.
German forces are closing in. The next drop zone will only remain open for a short time. Hurry up!
There. Alive or dead, they're all on the ground.
Tommy, calm down.
Calm down. You have no bloody idea, girl. Clive should never have been in the air.
Please, I'm tired of this argument.
Of course you are.
Mission complete. Let's go home.
Our Soviet allies are pushing into Slovakia, and we are going to soften the Germans up for their advance. Katyusha rocket launchers are leading the way. Keep them safe.
Wonderful. More babysitting.
Don't worry, Tommy. Here come the Stukas. Take your frustrations out on them. More Stukas on the way.
Good. Keep them coming. cities are lighting up like bonfire night. Any chance I could get one of those Katusha things?
Eyes front, Tommy. I see more enemy fighters on the way.
You should find 3 bunkers in your vicinity. You have the firepower to take them out.
I do? Do you think you can keep those fighters off me, Tommy?
Of course I bloody can. I'm just getting warmed up.
Didi, I'm getting reports that the Russians are pulling out. Can you confirm?
Yes, that's what it looks like. Where are their reinforcements? This was supposed to be our major push.
I see Nazi tanks moving up. The Slovaks on the ground are going to get slaughtered.
Try to stop those tanks. Buy whatever time you can.
What the bloody hell are the Russians playing at? They hung the Slovaks out to dry.
Maybe Night Owl knows. Let me change frequency. Didi calling Night Owl. Come in, Night Owl. I don't like this, Tony. This doesn't feel right. I don't see any more tanks. It looks like the resistance has had chance to fall back and regroup. Still nothing from Night Owl.
All units return to base. This fight is not yet over. The Nazis are encroaching on Banska Bystrica. They are sealing the rail routes in and out of the city. We have reconfigured an old cargo train into a mobile cannon platform, but we need you to clear a path for it through the Nazi barricades.
Understood. That's going to take rockets or bombs. The tracks are clear, Peter. Your train has a free run at the German tanks along the city boundary.
Excellent! This is costly to the Nazis.
Pay attention, TD. We've bombers on the way. It's going to be a short train ride if we don't stop them.
Tommy?
What?
I'm sorry about Clive. I don't know what more I can say.
I've just seen too many people die. I'm tired of it. Losing Clive. Bugger it. You know I'm useless at this sort of talk. Thank God. We've got more company.
Good work, you two. The gun trainers destroyed the Nazi front line. We'll make them pay for every inch.
Tommy!
Leave it, Dee Dee. Let's just get home.
The 2nd Czechoslovakian Brigade from Dukla is on their way. They'll be passing through dangerous territory and could use some guardian angels in the sky.
First time anyone called me a bloody angel.
Angel or not, you better get to work. These bombers are heading straight for them.
Too many men down there! What are you doing?
The best we can. How are you holding up, Tommy?
I'm not an invalid. Just concentrate on those fighters.
skies are clear, Peter.
I'm getting word that the Czech forces have located our fighters. This will strengthen our numbers for the battle ahead. Good work, Didi. The Nazis have renewed their attack on Banska Bystrica. They can mount cannon on trains too. We'll need to block the railway to stop them bringing in heavy artillery. There are crossings and bridges all down this stretch of track. If you can destroy those, you should be able to cut the train off.
I'm seeing a lot of Tiger tanks down there.
What is it you say? 2 birds killed with 1 stone? Try hitting the tanks as they cross the track. That should block the track and slow the German invaders down.
Damn it. The convoy made it through the crossing.
Turn back. Even if we stop the train, the Germans are already in the city. It's too late. The Nazis have renewed their attack on Banska Bystrica. They can mount cannon on trains too. We'll need to block the railway to stop them bringing in heavy artillery. There are crossings and bridges all down this stretch of track. If you can destroy those, you should be able to cut the train off.
I'm seeing a lot of Tiger tanks down there.
What is it you say? 2 birds killed with 1 stone? Try hitting the tanks as they cross the track. That should block the track and slow the German invaders down.
Damn it! The convoy made it through the crossing.
The Nazis have renewed their attack on Banska Bystrica. They can mount cannon on trains too. We'll need to block the railway to stop them bringing in heavy artillery. There are crossings and bridges all down this stretch of track. If you can destroy those, you should be able to cut the train off.
I'm seeing a lot of tiger tanks down there.
What is it you say? 2 birds killed with 1 stone? Try hitting the tanks as they cross the track. That should block the track and slow the German invaders down.
Damn it! The convoy made it through the crossing.
The Nazis have renewed their attack on Banska Bystrica. They can mount cannon on trains too. We'll need to block the railway to stop them bringing in heavy artillery. There are crossings and bridges all down this stretch of track. If you can destroy those, you should be able to cut the train off.
I'm seeing a lot of tiger tanks down there.
What is it you say? 2 birds killed with 1 stone? Try hitting the tanks as they cross the track. That should block the track and slow the German invaders down.
Damn it! The convoy made it through the crossing.
The Nazis have renewed their attack on Banska Bystrica. They can mount cannon on trains too. We'll need to block the railway to stop them bringing in heavy artillery. There are crossings and bridges all down this stretch of track. If you can destroy those, you should be able to cut the train off.
I'm seeing a lot of tiger tanks down there.
What is it you say? 2 birds killed with 1 stone? Try hitting the tanks as they cross the track. That should block the track and slow the German invaders down.
Take them a while to shift that scrap metal out the way.
Up ahead, Tommy. Another German convoy approaching the bridge.
It seems to be working. Keep hitting the convoys on the crossings and bridges.
Roger.
This is Night Owl call. Do you read me, Dee?
Night Owl? Wait, you use my name?
Black Wing, do you read me?
Ivana? Is that you?
Affirmative. This is Ivana. Please advise your location.
Tommy, kill the transmission. That's not her. They got to her. Oh God. Ivana.
One more bridge should do it.
They got her, Tommy.
Do your job. She's just another casualty.
That should keep the train out of action.
We've got another problem. The Nazis are following suit. They're opening fire on the bridge our forces are using to retreat. Stop them before they cut us off.
Look out. There's another train.
That train is ours. It's armor-plated to shield the ground forces, but it has to reach them. We must hold the bridge.
Let's flatten some Nazi iron. Down. Tell them to stop the train.
There is not enough time.
The Slovak forces are scattering. It'll be a massacre.
We have no choice. We're pulling out. The resistance leaders are at the secret airfield evacuating. You must help them escape.
Can nobody do anything without us? Dee, the location is marked.
Let's go.
The resistance leaders are on their way. It was close, but we live to fight again.
We all lost so much. The view from the sky can be cruel. From that distance, the horror is disguised, diminished. Is this how God sees us? If so, perhaps it is no wonder that he seems to have abandoned us. Night Owl was gone, I was sure of it. This realization affected me more than Clive's death. Clive was a friend, but Night Owl had begun to feel like part of me, like a voice inside my head, like the better part of myself. Night Owl was brave, where Blackwing was scared. Night Owl was compassionate, where Blackwing sacrificed others for her own survival. Night Owl resisted monsters like Morozov, while Blackwing capitulated for money. I wanted to be Night Owl more than I wanted to be Blackwing. Without her voice on the airwaves, I felt more alone than ever.
I must escape soon or die. All of our fighters have retreated to temporary outposts in the forest, but there are many Nazi patrols searching for them. You've already done so much for us.
You want us to protect the camps?
If you will, you will have to find them. They will be broadcasting on our emergency frequency. Use your radio, locate the camps, and help fight off any Germans in the area.
We'll do what we can. There's the first outpost. There are German forces headed straight for them.
Not if I can help it. Makeshift campsites, nature as your canopy, shooting lots of Germans. This takes me back to the Boy Scouts.
That was almost a joke, Tommy. There's the second resistance camp.
More Nazis as well. Let's polish them off before they can radio in the camp's location. Take that, you bastards.
There's one more outpost around there somewhere. Hurry!
Got it.
How'd you like that, eh? That's the lot. Didi, I've been thinking.
Yes?
There's nothing more we can do for the Slovaks. I received a package from McIntyre. It's America that found me. He's forming a unit in Sudjeska.
You mean you want to join your British flyboys again?
I could go alone, if you don't think you can.
Split up? Is that what you want?
I don't know what I want anymore. None of this makes sense. I just need purpose. That's the thing the RAF gives me.
Then we head for Sudjeska. I won't lose you now, Tommy.
Thanks, Didi. Oh, and there was a letter for you in the package as well.
Once again, McIntyre had found us in the chaos of war. He had sent a package to Tommy, pulling on the kind of strings that we could only dream of. He had sent us an invitation to return to Yugoslavia to join a unit he was forming there. It was clear that I was to do more than run errands for him this time. His secret war was coming to fruition, and my intuition told me that if I were ever to learn the truth about my father, it could only be from McIntyre. No one else had the complete picture. The pieces were falling into place, and a faded letter McIntyre had included in the package seemed to be a part of that. It was from Bull Peterson, another member of my father's old squadron, written years earlier. The envelope was torn and dirty, and it had already been opened. Had McIntyre intercepted the letter years before, and only now decided to let me read it?
Dear Mr. Beck, I hope this letter finds you in good health. I would track you down in person, but my life has become rather complicated of late. last time I saw Guillaume, we were engaged in covert action, quelling a Kurdish rebellion in Mesopotamia. With the area pacified, we were to join up with a bomber squadron to escort them to a target area in the desert. They were testing a new type of bomb, one which used a chemical known as white phosphorus to kill its targets without destroying buildings. Your father had a stronger reaction. Though he loved to fly and to dogfight, he always hated killing. He also loved to drink and was very much a loner during the Great War. At this point in time, he'd just met your mother, and the change in him was obvious. Funny how quickly a family can change a man. Guillaume was always ready to fight for a cause, but as the war dragged on, he became disillusioned. There didn't seem to be any point to it, just endless slaughter. Chemical weapons dropped upon innocents. I was convinced he was about to turn around and fly away from it all. In the end, he didn't have to. We were less than a mile away from target when we got word from McIntyre that the strike had been called off. We never found out why. I went AWOL next day, never looked back. It's complicated my life, but it had to be done. That was the last I saw of your father. Nobody seems terribly sure of what happened to him. I'm sure you have wondered what sort of man he was. Guillaume was not just a superb pilot, but one of the best men I've ever met. I still hear his voice in my head as he toasted his squadron in a mess. Tally-ho, chaps, into drink again. Yours, Brian Bull Peterson.